What's up YouTube? It's your boy Big Bird. Recently a viewer requested that I make an M4 build guide, so we're going to go ahead and do that for him. First things first, let's go ahead and ditch our upper. Preferably you want to go ahead and use the M4A1. If you can't, I'd recommend the Gen 3. We're going to go ahead and throw the 14.5 inch SAI-QD on here, followed by the 16-inch Hansen. Reason why is we need as much recoil reduction as possible, and these offer the best. We're going to go ahead and throw on our M-Lock and SE5, because in this build we're going to be going suppressed and we need that extra ergo. Speaking of ergo, we're going to go ahead and put the Grawl S on here. This one weighs the least and provides the most ergo. For the buffer tube, we're going to go ahead and throw on the black ARE. If you're bougie, you can go ahead and throw on the the red ARE, but we're going to be using the black in this build. For the gas block, we're going to throw on the low pro. Now, we're going to go ahead and ergo max. I like to use the Defiance just because I feel like they sit the lowest when you have a scope, and they just kind of blend in as they're the same color. And the real secret sauce here is we're going to use these Geist mounts. If you use like a JP30 or a Night Force, they have an ergo hit, whereas the Geist mounts do not. You can cap this with an RMR, but preferably I just use the regular cap, because the RMR, whenever you put that on here, the red dot kind of is super low, and it's like almost like on the base of the scope, and it's not good. It doesn't have good eye relief. So go ahead and throw the cap on there. Now for daytime raids, I like the TAC 30. You might not like the TAC 30. If you like to see into the pores of their skin, you can use the Razor or the Tango. Those are especially good for nighttime as well, because unlike the TAC 30, they have a very small red pixel essentially for their sight. So it's not overwhelmingly bright red dot like the TAC 30 is in NVGs. For our flashlight, I like to put it on the right side, because whenever you're doing a right hand peek, the flashlight actually works if you're using it. Whereas if you put it on the bottom, it might not be getting the full effect, and if you put it on the left, it's definitely not going to get a full effect, and you pretty much only want to do right hand peeks in this game. Just realized I never put the buttstock on here, so we're going to come back over here. Now if you want a little bit of extra ergo, you can put the DD-ECB on here and put the thin little rubber on it, but I recommend using the Mo, since we have plenty of ergo, and putting the little rubber butt pad on that instead. And for the charging handle, I like the Spiky Boy. I like to put the Avalanche on there. If you don't like the Spiky Boy, you can put the Raptor, the gray, but we Spiky Boys, so put that on there. For the suppressor and the muzzle brake, we're going to go ahead and throw on the Saker ASR. I find that to be the best recoil ergo combo. As soon as I can find it, there we go. And there we have it. This should be a completed build other than the mag. Now, I can get into a whole spiel about the mag. Personally, I think this gun is at its best when you put the 40 rounder on it and you use a rig with 3x1s. This gun really shines when you got 40 rounders in it. I think the ergo hit from the 60s is just too much. You might disagree. Plus, on top of that, the reload speed in raids is just atrocious. And so if that stays the same, I really just think 30s and 40s are the way to go. So I like the Gen 3s. Specifically this one, just because you can check the ammo a little bit quicker and it gives you a more precise reading. But other than that, I'd say the gun is complete. If you like this and want to see more, like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.